In this Ventra Pro video, we're going to be updating the software. On this particular Ventra Pro, you see we have the greenish yellowish backlight, which means we have the REV HMI board on this controller. Now to see the software you have, simply press the cancel button. So software revision, we have the BEV2 version 3.18 software on this controller. So to update the software, we want to first disconnect power. After we disconnect power, we are going to take the original SD card out. I have an SD card that I have already loaded the new version of software on. We are going to properly install the SD card in. Put power back to the SD card or to the Ventra Pro. It says revisions are not identical. It immediately begins to update. So now with the REV HMI board, it usually takes 15 to 20 minutes to update. Now with your original SD card that has your parameters folder and the other information on it, you want to make sure you keep this separate so you don't get it mixed up. But you also want to make sure with the REV HMI board that you do not have an old update.bin file on this card. If you do, as soon as you put this card back in, it will automatically update back to the old version of software. So if you have a laptop or a desktop computer, you can put this in and check to make sure there is not an update.bin file on there. To do that, you can go over here. You can see on my computer, I do already have an update.bin file on my laptop, but I already have an SD card installed in here. So I open up my file explorer. Over here on the side, I look for my SD card, which it says SD card E. Open that up, and now here is my SD card that has been opened. You see there's a alarms folder, a history folder, a params folder, and there is an update.bin folder. Now that is all that the update.bin file is going to show. It's not going to show a date or any kind, so you do not know exactly what version of software that is unless you have it wrote down somewhere or you know from when you took the SD card out of your controller. But in this case, I want to just highlight that, right click on it, delete that update.bin file, and now all I have to do is go back down here, eject my card, and I can take it back out of my laptop, and now I have my card that does not have an old update.bin file on it. Over here on the Ventra Pro, it is still updating. Like I said, it'll take 15 to 20 minutes to do that. But the big thing you want to make sure of is that the original SD card that you will put back in the controller that has all your parameters on it, you want to make sure that it does not have an old update.bin file on it. So now it says update completed successfully. It is now rebooting. Just about done with the update process. And as you can see, we have now updated to version 2, 5.04. But remember, we used an update SD card, so now we're going to take our original card and put it back in. So we want to power the controller down, Take the update card out. We install the original SD card back in that has our parameters on it. Reapply power. Controller is booting up. Loading parameter set. And relays have kicked on, as you heard. And now, as you see, like it showed on that first screen from our SD bin update card, we're version V2 5.04. So we have now updated the controller to the most recent software on your Ventra Pro.